Guys, I really want to complain about how oversaturated the music scene is right now, but if it means we're getting Sabrina Carpenter albums in back-to-back years, I mean, how could I? Last year, Sabrina Carpenter dropped her 6th and far and away most successful studio album, Short and Sweet, with some of the biggest singles of the entire year. She got her Grammy flowers, definitely cashed with a frick out on her Short and Sweet tour, and now, exactly 1 year later, pretty much down to the week, she's back with her 7th studio album, Man's Best Friend. Now, when you look at the cover, one could assume that she's likening herself to a dog. I think I could say that, right? It's a dog. And this imagery has caused quite the stir online, with people saying that Sabrina's demeaning her gender and setting women back a century, which I can definitely see where those people are trying to come from. At the same time, I don't really think slut-shaming her is exactly pushing feminism forward either. But at the end of the day, I could only imagine that she did this in part, at least, to make a splash. So I'm curious to see how it plays out. You know, maybe there's a twist and this whole concept is actually a metaphorical commentary on the modern perception of feminism. Maybe it's just about sucking box and eating balls and all that other sex stuff. Either way, I'm pretty excited. Good morning, losers. Happy Man's Best Friend Day. I'm about to go to Dunkin' to see if they still have the Sabrina Carpenter drink. I looked it up and apparently they were supposed to stop selling on the 19th, but when I went to Dunkin' like 2 days ago, it was still on the menu. So I'm gonna see if they'll still make it for me. I'm pretty sure it's pretty simple. So even if it's like not, they could just like make it, you know? We'll see. If not, maybe I'll just get a coffee. I don't know. Are you guys still doing the Sabrina Carpenter drink? Yeah, I'll do the small, yeah. I saw them making it, and it honestly just seems like it's like mostly milk, or I think oat milk, and then like a little bit of strawberry juices or something on top, and then whipped cream. I didn't know that sweet cold foam was just whipped cream that they smush down, but apparently that's what they do at this Dunkin'. All right, let's rate it out of 10. Kind of reminds me of like Korean strawberry milk, you know? That's pretty good, bro. I'm probably gonna give it like an 8. It's better than I thought it was gonna be. I like that it's not too sweet. Flavors are very subtle, but the strawberry flavor at least, it tastes like real strawberries, not like the fake one. If you want to take a look, nice little color. All right, let's go listen to the album. Hey guys, so it's actually Saturday now. Technical difficulties are preventing me from using yesterday's footage, but you know, the album is definitely still pretty fresh in my mind. Thankfully, I have pretty bad memory when it comes to music, so we're just gonna listen again. I'll give my thoughts. Yeah, we're making it work. I don't know. We got 12 songs and 38 minutes and 24 seconds of music. Track 1 is Manchild, which was the only single off of this album. And you know, when it first dropped, I didn't really listen to it. Obviously, I've been fed snippets of it, so I basically know how it goes. And I listened to it yesterday when I filmed this video for the first time. But let's just play it.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Very simple. Just a light synth in that drum.
Oh, outfit you're wearing, God, I hope it's ironic. Did you just say you're
I am wearing a Manchild-inspired fit, by the way. I don't even know why I bothered putting on the jorts. You can't even see them in the frame, but...
Or is it slow?
Got those chimes going.
If my
I think I accidentally clicked the clean version. Why'd she say F my life? Oh, yeah, I did click the clean version, frick. Okay, this is the explicit one. All right, we're starting over.
look
Oh. Such a classic country sound. Very raw, very dry. Oh. Is that a banjo, bro?
why so sexy, you so dumb.
Wait, I never noticed this. The second verse has like these poor grammar phrases. She's like, you know, speaking in layman's terms for him. That's really funny.
Look
I love that. Oh, we stripped it back. This bridge, man. This bridge right here. This is honestly the best part of the song. I love bridges. Let's be real. We all know this, but harmonies. Just the nature of that melody in the bridge, for it to like be able to come back around as this like chant at the end, you know? It's kind of ironic because I feel like the structure of the song is really powerful, really strong, but it's contrasted by the fact that these lyrics are just so basic, very fundamental, very elementary, not using fancy words, not using fancy rhymes. There's no deeper sentiments to it other than maybe this dude is just a freaking child. I feel like I can personally kind of relate to that being a 22-year-old, 6'1" man making a video on the new Sabrina Carpenter album. Although Sabrina Carpenter's music is not for kids. I'm not gonna say I'm a man-child. Maybe I'm a man-woman. Anyways, this song's pretty good. I don't really have any deep feelings for it, but as I've had more time to sit with it, I do kind of feel like it's a weak album opener. The song is cute, and it's cheeky, and it's fun, but it's not particularly clever. Kind of just feels like a watered-down version of some of her better songs. That said, I think the instrumentals are fire, and that bridge, whew, a good bridge can move mountains, man. You said your phone was broken. Just forgot to charge it. Whole outfit you're wearing, God, I hope it's ironic. Did you just say you're finished? Didn't know we started.
Oh my God.
I feel personally attacked, bro. Why? Why? It's all just so familiar, baby. What do you call it? Stupid. Or is it slow? This is a really funny build-up for the pre-chorus here because it does add this layer of like dopamine hit to the chorus when she like finally comes to the term. She's like, what could it be? Is it this? Is it that? No, it's Manchild. I feel like that concept is a little bit corny. Definitely leaning into that kind of sing it along, kids type of song. I don't know if I mentioned, Manchild was the only single that she dropped for this album, which is kind of weird, especially considering like how big the singles for Short and Sweet were as far as like helping that album succeed. But I mean, I feel like because this whole rollout has been such a whirlwind online, it's really all the publicity that she needed for the album. Clearly looking at Manchild alone, you could already tell, no, she's not actually assuming this quote unquote demeaning role. She's patronizing them, guys. It's that simple. Like, come on, guys. Use your cabezas. All right, track 2 is called Tears. Now, this one does have a music video. There's part of me that's like, maybe I should just watch it for the video, but there's part of me that's like, I just want to listen to the song. We're just talking about the music today. Ooh. A slow descent. Ooh. Shouts out Ferris Bueller. Dom. No. Tears run down my thighs, bro.
Very long way.
Ooh, wait, her tone.
Temperature from IKEA, I'm like, I get wet at the thought of you. A little respect for women can get you very, very far.
These verses, man. That guitar. The production is just so grand.
Oh my God. I get wet.
Damn. Sabrina, I am so responsible. I'm the most responsible guy. Oh man, this. Oh, you hear that piano?
Dance break.
Dance break. It's kind of disco-y. Responsible guy. Wow. That's a banger, bro. That's a banger. A lot of the kind of smaller nuances and like isms of the production really remind me of Michael Jackson. I guess it's just embodying that like 80s sound, right? Like disco inspirations, there's like 70s, 80s-ish with those strings, man. It's just so fun. Honestly, in a lot of ways, it feels like a complete embodiment of everything that she does. I get wet at the thought of you being a responsible guy. Shikita. Treating me like you're supposed to do. Tears run down my thighs. Very toxic. Similar to Manchild. Clearly, these guys that Sabrina's getting with are just the worst. A little initiative can go a very long way. Baby, just do the dishes. I'll give you what you want. I do the dishes all the time. A little communication. I went to a communication school. Guys, maybe I'm actually the guy that Sabrina's talking about. Do we ever think about that? Assemble a chair from IKEA. I'm like, I made this table right here. What else did I make? I made this chair too. I also made the desk that you guys are sitting on right now. Give me a chance, Sabrina, please. Why am I doing this, bro? God, this is going on the internet. Why am I thirsting so hard? It's not a good look. It's all jokes. Not really. Kind of. Not really. Track 3 is called My Man on Willpower. Ooh. Oh, low-key giving like my everything Ariana.
He's clingy, he's loving.
That was a really hard left turn because now I feel like we're really acoustic feeling and like. Oh, her tone is so pure, bro. Such a versatile singer, man. She could do the really high energy, fun pop songs. She could do something intimate like this. Ooh, keychain. Wait, this melody is insane. Wow, dude, that progression of the melody from verse to pre-chorus to chorus, it just stays so active.
Yeah, okay, he's on his big journey.
The syncopation there?
Lost a life and no sense of purpose, but why?
Nasty.
Fell in love with self-restraining.
He's edging, bro. Self-restraint, he's edging. All this part. Oh, it's a banger. Come on. What is this? Also a 10-minute version? Oh my. Oh. What the? What? I'm trying not to curse. What the? Huh? Oh my god, bro. Why did I forget that song is so good? I'm predicting that this song probably isn't the most popular off the album, but I'd argue that it's probably the best, if not one of the best. Definitely the most ambitious production-wise. You know, some of the songs that we're gonna get into later are just so incredibly stagnant. So even if they have like a memorable concept and like a nice hook, it just gets kind of old pretty quickly. And what I appreciate about this song is that there's a clear effort to stay engaging. I don't think that the hook itself is like espresso level catchy by any means, but the progression of the melody constantly changing. The entire song just moves. And then the bridge serving as like an outro.
But it slowed down a little bit.
I don't know if it's a hot take. Low-key, that might be one of my favorite songs from her. He's clingy, he's loving, he always initiates. Calling and touching, it feels like just yesterday he wanted all four of my personalities. Sabrina in this line calls upon the archetype of the four temperaments. Sanguine, choleric, melancholic, I know that word, and then phlegmatic. Okay, optimistic, irritable, analytical, and relaxed. Perfect. Why didn't you just say that? The mentioning of fours could also be a double entendre to relate to doggy style. Duh. Can I return it? Get back the version I like? This one's bullshit, baby. Yeah, see, this is more proof. It's to be ironic, guys. You know what I mean? Like, she's literally saying, the product you sent me, this man, is actually a faulty good. My man on his willpower is something I don't understand. He fell in love with self-restraint, and now it's getting out of hand. So he likes edging. But I guess Sabrina's a gooner. I don't know. He used to be literally obsessed with me. I'm suddenly the least sought-after girl in the land. Again, the chorus is kind of eh. It's really just the entire song that I like. There's no individual melody that I think, like, stands out to me. He's busy. He's working. He doesn't have time for me. My slutty pajamas not tempting him in the least. Oh, what the f are you doing, bro? How could you fumble such a bag? Sabrina Carpenter in slutty pajamas is waiting there for you. See, this kind of reminds me of, like, you know, going back to Manchild when she says, hey, man. Amen. I feel like she's embracing that like Christianity terminology, right? That a lot of like classic country songs have. All right, let's go into track 4, Sugar Talkin'. Ooh. Oh. This is an Eyes Wide Open vault track, bro. Are you kidding me? Oh yeah, that's
Your sugar talking isn't working tonight.
Her tone is insane.
Get your sorry ass to mine.
Get your sorry ass to mine. She's saying, I got a sorry ass too.
Big word for a real small mind. Baby, if you need me.
Ooh, those backups. Dude, this is so Eyes Wide Open, bro. Except like if it was an actual good album, you know, and actually had good freaking music.
Yeah, your paragraphs mean shit to me. Save your money and stop making me cry.
Every time she does the thing where she like cuts out the instrumentals and harmonizes with herself, bro, it does something to me. I can't. Guitar solo. Ooh. Wow, that guitar, that texture is just so weird.
Paragraphs mean shit to me. It's verbatim what you said. Your sorry ass to mine.
That was such a like raw instrumental and just like such a really intimate song. These first 4 songs, they all kind of touch on similar ideas. This guy sucks, but she's still coming back to him, right? She's putting up with the bare minimum because that game just too good. Sugar Talkin' is the first one where she's kind of like depressed and really like thinking about it. Like this is not healthy. And I feel like that instrumental being so rustic and kind of just really old school. Love it. It kind of captures that intimate singer-songwriter vibe while still keeping the full pop arrangement style that Sabrina's known for. I do think it is kind of an outdated sound. If this came out in like 2010-ish, banger. But I'm fine with looking at it as this kind of nostalgic, self-indulgent song for her. And it's kind of fun. I can't lie. All right, track 5 is called We Almost Broke Up Again Last Night. Now, if I remember correctly, this is one of my favorites off the album.
Bullshit repeats itself.
We just jump right into it now. Simple acoustic. Definitely the smallest. Ooh. I was gonna say definitely most intimate production.
I love yous and I'm sorry is what you said.
This chorus.
We almost broke up again last night.
It's so good, bro. Oh my god.
Pull the plug. I swear he starts working out.
Damn. That imagery.
We had our sex and then we made amends
Dude, this chorus is insane, bro.
last night.
crazy distorted synth. It's giving Making the Band. It's giving this song is a banger.
You say we're drifting apart.
Ooh, that piano.
Tomorrow. All the I love yous and I'm sorry's were said.
Oh, dude, the mixed voice she's using too.
We almost broke up.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I gave him head!
Yeah, we almost broke up again.
I mean, come on, dude. Like, tell me that's not me. It doesn't get better than that, bro. I swear. Like, dude. Again, I don't remember all these songs that well, but this one far and away felt like the most emotional for her, the most genuine. You know, this is like the tone in her vocals down to the way that the instrumentals just kind of glide along the song is. Oh, man. All the I love yous and I'm sorry's were said. We had our sex and then we made amends. That's right. Called it a false alarm to all of our friends. Then we almost broke up again last night. Now that's a bar. That's a bar. At this point, we all know that Sabrina Carpenter likes sex. A lot. Sometimes it's all she could talk about. But I really like how this song doesn't glorify sex in the same way that a lot of her other ones do. Yeah, the line, then I gave him head, is very on the nose. That's not great. But when she says we had our sex and then we made amends, it really feels like it's coming from this kind of regretful, almost disgusted place. I'm not saying that sex is disgusting, but I'm saying that there's good aspects to it and bad aspects. And it's low-key the first song where I feel like she touches on the bad aspects of it, how it could kind of feel like this drug. And I think it's a really nice beat for her to hit. I guess even someone as horny as Sabrina Carpenter isn't always satisfied with just good bed chem. Hey, you put me up, throw me down, throw me down, in the mood. Let's just move on to track 6, Nobody's Son. Ooh, okay. This feels like it has summer bop potential. Too bad it's literally September, starting like 2 days from now.
I hope you're great.
Very different sound for what she usually does. She usually doesn't do this like double kind of emotionless delivery. Oh. Ooh.
Here we go again, crying in bed. And I'm the one they call for a third wheeling. Yeah, I'm good.
Ooh, there's like a stuttery synth at the back too. Really gives it this unique groove.
All my friends in love, and I'm the one they call for a third wheeling. Anyone left for
Production is a little bit stagnant, I feel like. It's a good groove and it's different for the album for sure, but I'm just kind of... Right as I say that.
you should fuck me up. Here we go again, crying in bed.
Oh, we're stripped back. We're stripped back.
I'm the one they call for a third wheeling.
That's so relatable though. I'm not gonna lie.
You believe it.
Oh, those strings. Oh, wait, that was crazy. I would have just played it through because I didn't realize we were going to have a transition from song to song. This is a song that I wasn't crazy into until more recently when I started seeing a bunch of covers of it on TikTok. And now I kind of love it. You know, the melody of the chorus is definitely really strong. I do think the lyrics feel kind of disjointed at times. You look at the verse, into the chorus, into the second verse. There really isn't much fluidity beyond just being about how men are trash and heartbreak sucks and whatever. And that's definitely a trend for the album, but maybe we'll talk about that later. I do still think the production on that was kind of stale. And the chorus doesn't really feel like it grows. You know, every time it comes around, it should feel a little bit bigger or a little bit different. I didn't get that sense too much on that song, but it's really nice. What I really liked about this song in particular is the chorus. These lines are so long that I feel like when that rhyme like finally hits, it takes a little bit and you get the first part. And then when that rhyme finally wraps around, you know, it just hits a little bit harder. The bridge was cool. That boy is corrupt. Could you raise him to love me? Maybe he sure effed me up. Switching up the rhythm, keeping it fun, keeping it different. Not different enough though. Track 7 is called Never Getting Laid. Ooh. Oh, are we bed chem? Is this what this is? It's like the opposite of bed chem. We have horrible bed chem, so we're never getting laid.
We were so happy, why not mix it up?
Oh, that guitar.
Can't drink enough.
Wow, she feels really restrained here.
Just
Very minimal.
wish you-
Feels like one of those songs you would see at like an underground bar singer sing, like ooh, ooh, ooh.
Baby, I'm not angry. Love you just the same.
Is it weird you hear that? Sound like a clap with just like hella reverb on it.
Your days are sunny from your window pane. The forever of never getting laid.
I like that. It feels like it like wraps it up, like you're finishing up a letter. I wish you a lifetime of happiness and a forever of never getting laid. Clocked.
Poison crack a Miller Lite. Watch the
Ew.
fight.
I'm not a beer guy. I don't think that's surprising to anyone.
At any given
Wow.
I'm not angry, love you just the same. If you get agoraphobia someday,
Agoraphobia.
lifetime full of happiness and a forever of never getting late.
Ooh. Oh.
At the end of the rainbow, good whole lot of
Wow. Wait, that's actually sick. Dude, that's actually so dope. It's given like somewhere over the rainbow vibes, you know, that like kind of radio static sound. I think it's a nice kind of fairy tale-y type song. I do really appreciate, again, like I said, the restraint that she showcases on this song, because I feel like it's a really big switch up in comparison to the rest of the songs on the album. Agoraphobia is an anxiety disorder or intense fear of places or situations. Okay, so are you making fun of people with anxiety, Sabrina? Wish you a lifetime full of happiness and a forever of never getting laid. I feel personally attacked. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. Oh, track 8, When Did You Get Hot? Now listen, this song, it's a banger, bro. It's a banger. I think this one is far and away probably my favorite. Let's just play it and I'll show you guys why. Ooh, that wind up. Oh, that groove. We got a fat bass. We got the.
About time. Now I'm at the prospect convention. My friends walking your
It's so like promiscuous.
living. And I was
Cut
like,
everything out.
when did you get remember if you out of that face? I did a double take, triple take, the second in the pot. When did you get hot?
Nah, man. Nah.
I bet your light rod's like bigger than Zeus's.
Bigger than Zeus? That's a freaking god, bro. Can we like set some more realistic standards for us men? Come on.
Wait, I need a minute.
Oh, it's not a
When did you get hot? I think I would remember if you out of that face. When did you get hot?
Here's coming. It's coming. My favorite part.
When did you get? When did you get? When did you get? When did you get?
What? We're in a spy. This is Mission Impossible right now, bro. Oh, man. Why you have to go so soon? Why? Why? When did you get? When did you get? Oh, man. You know, when you think about Sabrina Carpenter's music, it's always like kind of the tongue-in-cheek, girly, like colorful, like fun. This one is different though, because it feels like you could really envision it being like a little more serious. Like jokes aside, bits aside, colorful dresses aside, guys. Why did this motherfucker get so hot? And I particularly really like the last line. Baby, baby, it's thickening the plot. It's kind of a bar, bro. When did you get hot? The way that chorus wraps around. When did you get hot all of a sudden? I did a double take, triple take. Take me to Naked Twister back at your place. Oh! See, when I saw that line yesterday and I saw Twister, I was like, oh. Like a tornado? I guess she's spinning on it. No, it's because Twister's the game where you're like weird positions on top of each other. Duh. For whatever reason, this song has kind of lost some of its novelty for me lately. The aesthetic and the vibe is really fun. And you know, that's what makes it for me. But dare I say, Sabrina's sexual innuendos are getting kind of old. And when you strip them away from these verses, again, they just feel really disjointed. It's still a banger. I'm just kind of nitpicking. I kind of hate that the song is so short, but I also kind of love it because it like uses the style before it gets a little old, you know, and the production stays pretty consistent throughout. There's no like real changes. I love all the little nuances, like the boom, just like a bunch of fun stuff to make it feel really cinematic. Track 9 is called Go-Go Juice.
Love when happy hour
Ooh,
comes
ooh,
at 10
really fast paced.
o'clock on a Tuesday. Care that I just woke up.
Ah, I love those lines, bro.
And a boy that's fruity can't lie. Not going to the club.
That texture to that guitar.
Just drinking to call someone.
All right, we're back to the country sound for like Manchild.
Gosh, who's to say? Dipping on my go-go juice, I can't be blamed.
What is go-go juice? Is that just like jungle juice? Because I've never heard people refer to it as go-go juice before. But maybe I'm just uncultured. I don't know.
You're still disinterested in me, well, fuck. I'm just drinking to call someone.
I'm a little bit drunk.
The one that rhymes with villain if I'm feeling that way.
One that rhymes with villain. Is it like Dylan?
Liquor is a girl who's been dumped and sick.
Dylan O'Brien? Oh, we got a fiddle solo. Slow down. Ah, she's like emulating being drunk.
Drinking to call someone. Be John or Larry, gosh, who's to say? Old-fashioned fun sure knows the pain.
All right, right, so my headphones died, so we switched to AirPods. But I think this song is really good. Definitely feel like she's embracing more of that country sound and style than she does on Manchild. You know, Manchild, it still has the synths. It's very cute, but this one is a lot rawer, the instrumentation, and I think it works. And it fits the concept of this song a lot, I think. Love when happy hour comes at 10 a.m. o'clock on a Tuesday. Guess a broken heart doesn't care that I just woke up. I love those lines because I feel like when you're grieving something, you know, whether it's like heartbreak or even like a loss in your life. Tell me if you guys can relate to this, but like you'll be kind of fine while you're sleeping in and out. But then you know you wake up because you feel your heart sink. That's what that line resembles to me. Got a soft spot for a bev and a boy that's fruity. Sabrina. Over here. I'm fruity. I'm just drinking to call someone. Ain't nobody safe when I'm a little bit drunk. Could be John or Larry. Gosh, who's to say? Who are John and Larry? Or the one that rhymes with villain. So the only name that comes to mind is Dylan, right? Because there's no like penicillin. Yeah, that's the only other word I could think of that rhymes with villain. But then Genius over here is saying that she's talking about Barry Keoghan. Because I guess villain and Keoghan rhyme. Barely. It's not like she said maybe even the one that rhymes with Mary Biogan, right? Or Terry Biogan or Dairy Freeogan. And then this bridge comes around where we slow things down and we get this kind of like, whoa, dude, I'm so wasted right now, Fred. I feel like the normal train of thought would be, okay, if we're gonna use this bridge to make it feel like we're drunk, let's low pass it, let's slow it down, let's put some effects on our voice to make like reverb, I don't know. But I like how they're able to capture that same energy without kind of just using those tricks, if that makes sense, and staying in the confines of like the song's, you know, sound and production. Do you me still love? I've never been so drunk that my grammar's is bad. I mean, I've never been drunk before, but like the people around me that have been drunk, their grammar's never this bad. Like, it's actually harder to say hooks up than hook up. We got 3 songs left. Track 10 is called Don't Worry, I'll Make You Worry. There should be a comma there. But you know what? Maybe she's still a little bit drunk. Too wasted is fine. Ooh. Oh, this is such a Chapel Roan vibe, bro.
You think that I'm gonna fuck with your head?
Yeah, bro. It feels like country mixed with like a little bit of a synth vibe, you know what I mean?
Couldn't be worse, actually.
Who produced this song? I want to know. Jack Antonoff. Oh, that's cool.
I still think you love me. So don't worry.
Oh, those stacked vocals. The background vocals have background vocals, bro. Man, there's so much power in just having a bridge that's all Oz.
So don't worry, no other girl can. So don't worry.
Just a much slower paced song. Wow. I really like how that song played with like space, you know, spatial sound, and just it gives it this like ambience. I will say the slower pace of it and like the chorus feeling so light does make it kind of boring. It's kind of a boring song, I'm not gonna lie. But that's okay because it's a nice little slow down moment before we ramp it up for the end, which is hopefully the next 2 gonna be 2 bangarooskies. It is also interesting to see kind of the reversal of roles, right? Because we start this album talking about how this man is being toxic to her, and it almost feels like she's like slowly realizing that throughout the course of this, and it's becoming a byproduct of how she is with people now. I was hurt, so I'm gonna make you hurt type of thing. Hurt people. I actually hate when people say that because it's like low-key not taking accountability for your actions, but it's true too, so whatever. Track 11 is called House Tour. Put it into the VHS.
Take your shoes off.
Oh. Come on, bruh. Come on. This is the busy woman of the album.
Thank you for dinner, baby. I had a really great time. Do you want the house tour?
Oh, dude, it's so like 90s Y2K.
Promise none of this is a metaphor.
Isn't it though? The following line is, I just want you to come inside. I love how she's gotten to the point where like she has so many sexual innuendos in her music that she literally has to say, guys, this is not a metaphor.
Chips ahoy if you have.
Oh, Chips Ahoy. I would kill for some Chips Ahoy right now, bro. You kidding?
Do you want the house tour? I could take you to the first, second, third floor. To the back door, house tour.
Yeah, so that it's a metaphor, okay?
Come
on.
Baby, what's mine is now yours.
Oh.
My house was especially built for you. Your house too.
Yeah, that bridge was kind of a miss, I'm not gonna lie.
So, are you coming in or what?
Ooh. Oh. Wait, Wait, that's so funny. The song ends with this guy like running across. That is me, bro. That is me. If she's like, so, are you coming in or what? Dude, play the Flash music, bro. Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty nice song. I love the Y2K energy, right? It almost reminds me of like MTV Cribs. You know, House Tour MTV Cribs, playing on that. Guys, what a ride it's been. Track 12 is called Goodbye. The last track on the album, and it's Sabrina saying goodbye.
Broke my heart on Saturday, guess.
Wow, really high piano. We're gonna get a big drop here, I'm calling it right now.
I wish I had a gun,
Kind of reminds me of Feather.
but you should know goodbye means that you're losing me for life. Did you forget that it was you who
Said goodbye. I love how that like continues around. Oh, that's so smooth.
you choose? Goodbye. So specific.
And then we're back. We're back to the really minimal sound. Used to love my ass. Ass. She said butt.
And that's when you'll be
Ooh,
holding
that harmony.
lucky
Dun, 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 dun.
You who say goodbye. So you
Ooh, those backups. See, this part's really interesting because it feels like you can also imagine them doing like their bows at the end of a show on stage, you know?
on the flip side.
On the flip side.
Cheerio.
Cheerio, mate. Governor, hello.
When did you get here? Go put on some clothes. Means that you're losing me for life. Did you forget that it was you who
said goodbye. The song's okay. I don't think I would have listened to it album, but I love that part in the chorus.
Get home safe.
Very finale vibes for sure. I wouldn't say it's like a great song though. I don't know. The verses are really like chill. And I think it works because it makes the chorus hit, but then when we're in the verses, I'm just like kind of bored. But I will say I like the idea for closing out the album with this adjusted perspective, sort of wrapping up her arc with this big epiphany moment where she finds her self-worth and is okay with letting this man go. Girl, if you were a fruit, you'd be a mango because you cannot let that man go. And the concept of her turning that closure into this really big grand finale type song is really fun, but just not much else other than that. I saw online that some people think the ending of this song where she goes, "What are you doing here? Why are you naked?" is a teaser for her upcoming collab with Taylor Swift that's coming out next month. Kind of feels like a stretch, but you know what? I guess we'll have to wait and see. And that is Man's Best Friend. I kind of have mixed feelings on this album. On one hand, I appreciate the efforts to create a little bit of a trajectory, right? Because you start with Manchild, where she's kind of making the toxic men thing like tongue in cheek and like kind of cute. And it's like, yeah, he sucks, but I love him. It's whatever. Little by little, you see that start to fall from tears into My Man on Willpower into Sugar Talking. We Almost Broke Up Again Last Night is like a pseudo low point, right? Where she's like confronting it as a problem. Nobody's son and never getting laid. That's her getting a little bit bitter. And then I think you see her kind of embrace this new energy. I guess let's say giving into those more funner, less commitment, less really ready to settle down, less looking for something serious, more just having fun and being a good hot girl summer vibes person in these last few tracks. There's not many issues I would say I have with these songs. The production is all really solid. I think there's a decent amount of variety here too, but I don't think there's any hooks that really grabbed my attention. I don't think there's any even lyrics or moments or songs in general that I think pull out and you listen to and be like, this is a great song. So while I'm like glad she has some song stuffers for her catalog, that's like all this really feels like long term for me. I mean, I feel like I summed it up pretty well, and that was all off the dome. So maybe I'm getting better at this, guys. Wow. Overall, I wouldn't say that this album feels lazy, because with all the somewhat clever concepts and interesting aesthetics, I think you can tell that she and her team do have a creative spark here, but it doesn't feel like she's making any effort to grow with this project, you know, grow as an artist. I think this album falls back on a lot of the same tropes and tricks that she always uses in regards to the way that these songs are structured, but also with the lyrics. You know, lyrically, this album is very hollow. You're getting the usual Sabrina special with her sexual innuendos and her sarcastic remarks, but rather than using those things as decorations over the base of like a good, well-written song, you'll read the verse, understand the joke that she's making, like, ha ha ha, Zeus has a massive freaking rod, but then that's it. And if you take all the metaphors out, I'm not saying that this album would be bad, but I think the little dopamine hits you get from piecing together those little innuendos line by line distract from the fact that the overarching verses aren't really saying anything. Certain songs have verses that feel like they have nothing to do with the chorus. They're all just generally about how men are trash, but it's okay because the sex is good, but maybe it's not okay. And really, I deserve better because men are freaking stupid. It's just all very one note. But with all that said, it is a beautiful sounding album. The production is great. The vocals are solid. I love the harmonies and the stacking. It's all great. I just can't help but think about how Emails I Can't Send came out in what, 2022? And even though Sabrina has 3 more years under her belt, she seems to have taken a massive step back when it comes to articulating her thoughts and her perspective as a songwriter. But hey, maybe that's the price you pay for fame. I'm feeling a solid 6. I clearly had a great time listening because, you know, even though this album is formulaic, the Sabrina Carpenter formula is just a good-ass formula. But my big problem with this album is that it just feels painfully easy for her. She's kind of in her bag, you know, doing everything that she knows how to do, but there's no efforts to kind of refine her style down to anything deeper or push herself on a technical or like mental level, I guess. It's a lateral move. And I think for where Sabrina's at right now, you know, seemingly the apex of her career, a lateral move is actually a big step backward. I think she runs the risk of possibly pigeonholing herself by reducing her style down to just their surface level qualities. And I gotta say, if we don't see a completely different era for her next release, the world will keep spinning. It's really not that deep. It's not a bad album. It's a fine one. I'm just being critical because I care. Anyways, here's my song ranking. It actually changed a lot throughout the course of the week, which does make me think that maybe this album will be a grower, so who knows? Maybe I'll like it more by my end of the year recap video. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like this video and subscribe if you're new. It means so much to me. Road to 30K subs. Let's go. And of course, comment down below your thoughts on this album, what you would rate it out of 10. Drop some favorite songs, you know, all that good stuff. Let's talk about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Why don't you subscribe and like and watch my videos all day? All day. Why don't you subscribe? Yeah, I would love that because I'm really trying to reach 30K. And then to 40K, 50K, maybe a silver play button someday. Baby, ooh, it really would be nice if you just hit subscribe. Why don't you hit subscribe for me, please?